Do any of you guys actually still look forward to your birthday? You know, because I know that I haven't for the past couple years now at this point. The thing is, to me at this point, to be honest with you, it's just another fucking day. Honestly, to be completely fucking honest with you, like, I haven't cared for a long time. And yeah, I turned 20, like, a couple weeks back. 2 decades on Planet Shit Outta Luck 3. I thought I'd make a video talking about it because, you know, some people make a big deal about that kind of thing, like birthdays and stuff, but, you know, the thing is, to be honest, like, there's just not that much to say, you know. I didn't really feel any different. I still don't. I haven't felt any different since, like, 16, to be honest, like, mentally. I just feel like, still like a kid who fucking grew up physically, but I don't fucking know what happened, you know, it happened so quick. The fucked up thing as well is, like, genuinely, I didn't even realize it was my birthday until I woke up and I saw my family and they were like, oh, happy birthday and whatever, and I was like, oh shit, it's my fucking birthday. Yeah, I didn't even, like, wasn't even looking forward to that shit, didn't even care at all. I didn't get anything for my birthday, oh well, you know, it's fine. Like, I didn't ask for anything, so I'm not, like, like, genuinely, it doesn't even matter to me, it's fine, you know, like, because there's nothing I want. Like, my family asked me, you know, like, oh, what should we get you? And I was like, it's honestly, like, I don't fucking want anything. You know, like, that's the truth. It's fine. I guess if I had, like, a genie in a lamp and I could wish for, like, anything I wanted at all, I would wish for just even the shittest apartment, just for myself, you know, like, a shitty, fucking tiny cube, like a little Hong Kong coffin apartment, you know, those ones where they're stacked on top of each other like sardines, and you have, like, a bed, and you can't even, like, put your arms out either side of you without it hitting the wall, like, even that shit. Because I'm living at home. I moved back to my hometown in the middle of bumfuck nowhere like a couple of months back. Moved back from university, and it's like there's nothing to do here, and, you know, I'm living with my mum, and, you know, I got back from this summer vacation recently with my family. My mum didn't go. I made a video talking about that shit, and that was a fucking disaster trip. And as soon as I got home, like, I was happy to see my mum, you know, like, I hadn't seen her in a while. I was happy to be back. And that shit, like, as rough as it sounds, that wore off in about 5 minutes, you know, and, like, immediately we just went back to fucking arguing and shit. And the thing is, like, I love my mum, yeah, I'm sure she loves me, don't get me wrong, but it's just, we don't get along in a confined space like this. You know, like, I remember when I moved out, I was at university, and I'd call her, like, every week, or she'd call me, and we'd just talk for a little bit, have a conversation about some shit, what was going on, and we got along fine like that. I wish we could go back to that, but it's just, when we're cooped up together, it doesn't work, you know. And the other thing my mum does that pisses me off is she enables kind of pretty bad behavior from some other people in my family who I don't really like that much. I'm not trying to get into that now, but anyway. But yeah, that wish is kind of coming true. Like, this September, I'm moving out, got a lease on this new place. Haven't been inside yet, but I did check out where it is. It's in my university town. I, you know, drove up there with my mum, obviously, because I still can't fucking drive. 20 years old, still can't drive, don't have a car. That's kind of on my to-do list. Hopefully this year I can get a car and shit, but we'll see. But anyway, I went to check out this new place, and it's a nice place, you know, it's fine. Basically, it's like the same as where I was living before, pretty much, except it's a bit cheaper, which obviously is nice. And yeah, since I'm getting that wish, I guess the only other thing I'd wish for is, I guess just someone to fucking hang out with, have a drink with, because it's been a while since I've had anything like that at all, actually. I mean, the last time I guess I really went drinking was at university, you know, and I had these fucking roommates. This one fucking scumbag, I'm not even going to talk about that now because I made, like, a lot of videos talking about that shit, but basically this kid was, like, a massive scumbag, really untrustworthy. And then there's this other kid, this, like, Chad guy, or Chang, I guess I should say, and, like, I'd go out drinking with him, and he was, like, an alright person. Hype mocked me to fucking oblivion and back, dude, though. Like, that's, like, the really rough thing is that's probably why he wanted me around, just to make himself look better, which, oh well, you know, it's fine. Like, I got to have a bit of fun, like, going out drinking a couple of nights. Most people in my position probably would never even have got to do that shit at all. Like, go to some of these, like, parties and shit and see what goes down. But I don't know, like, I guess I don't need, like, a lot of people to have a good time, because that's the thing as well. Is, like, the other last time I remember going out drinking was this, like, big fucking birthday party. Not for me, but for, like, some fucking distant relative of mine. Like, I don't know exactly who, but it was, like, a big number, you know, it was, like, 30 or 40 or some shit like that. Like, and it was a big fucking party this person had. Because that's the thing about my family, too. It's very, like, economically diverse, I guess you'd call it. I don't know if that makes it sound, like, fucking weird, but There's like some people in my family who live on like shithole fucking subhuman council estates, and then there's like others who live in like really nice fucking houses, you know, 3 stories and like gated communities kind of shit. It's just kind of weird how that works, but oh well, you know. And this was like the nicer side of my family, and they basically bought out this bar for the whole fucking evening, so no one else could fucking use it, and they just had it for this party, and it was like a small bar, but it was nice enough. We were all in there like shoulder to shoulder, you know, like packed. There's so many fucking people, all for this like birthday. I didn't recognize half these people when I was going around talking to people. I was like curious. I was like, how do you even know this person? And there were people there who were like, you know, like, oh, like, I was this person's boss 12 years ago, or some stupid shit like that. And it's like, why the fuck would you even want this person at your party? Like, you can't know, I don't care who you are, you can't intimately know and like 60 different people enough to have them at your party. Like, I need, like, 2 or 3 friends, that's all I fucking need. Like, I don't care who you fucking are, you can't have that many fucking friends who you know, dude. You can't remember that many people's names. And that's my idea of hell, like a party like that. Like, I remember on my 18th birthday, my mum threw me a party, even though she knew I wouldn't want one. And she just invited, like, her friends and shit. I mean, it doesn't help that I don't exactly have any friends to invite. But yeah, like, her friends, some family and shit. I guess it's fine to see your family, but I don't know, I just didn't fucking enjoy that shit. The thing is, on my 21st birthday, like, I'm probably just gonna spend it alone, honestly, like, next summer. Because I don't even, you know, have to come down for the holidays anymore now I got this lease on this new place. Like, I'm probably just going to spend my 21st birthday alone, like, drinking or some shit, honestly. Like I said, just another day. And 21 is the big fucking number, dude. Like, people make a big deal about that. There's no going back from that shit, dude. Once you're 21, you're a fucking adult. It's over for you, you know? Yeah, but like I said, I was at this party, and there were some people I recognized. Like, there were these 4 fucking oofy doofies all lined up in a row by this wall, all lined up next to each other, sipping their beers and, you know, patting each other on the back, trying to make themselves feel better about their life. You know, I was just kind of fucking talking to these guys. Really rotund bodies and, like, long pill heads, so they had, like, they all look like a bunch of fucking oofy doofy bowling pins all lined up next to each other, actually. And I was just talking to them about stupid shit. Like, they were asking me about university and just asking the most retarded shit, like, oh, how are the girls, bro? How many girls do you fucking hook up with, bro? And it's like, you know, I don't know how to fucking tell these guys this, but you know, I was trying to talk to them. And I was kind of talking to them about the black pill, which is mistake number 1, first of all. Like, don't fucking do that shit. And I was only doing that because I was, like, drunk. Like, obviously, I would not do that shit if I was sober. And it took, like, half an hour to get a fucking drink, too. So, I don't know. It's a good thing I'm a lightweight. And I was just talking to these guys about, like, just the most retarded shit. Like, I was just saying, like, oh, if you're, like, 40%, bottom 40% of men, it's just fucking over for you, bro. I was trying to explain to these guys, though, how, like, not even 40% at this point, the bottom, like, 60, 70% of men, like, it's fucking over for you, bro. You know, you're not getting a fucking, you're not having hookups. It doesn't happen. Of course, these guys are, like, older. They don't get it. You know, they're in their, like, late 20s, early 30s. They don't fucking understand, like, how different it is these days. And I was trying to tell these guys, and some of them were, like, kind of listening. Some of them weren't having it. This one guy was the most, like, blue-pilled out of all of them. He had, like, really, like, big rosy cheeks and a big bushy fucking beard. He had kind of like a soyish grin, to be honest. Like, he looked like a Marvel fan, basically, like the prototypical fucking man-child. And he was just standing there talking to me about this blue-pilled shit. I was like, oh, you know, why would you want a wife at this point? Why would you even want kids, even if you could have it? And he was like, well, actually, bro, it's like, it's totally different. If it's your wife, you'll feel, if it's your kids, you'll feel totally different, bro. You like, once you have kids, you'll realize you. And I've had people say that shit to me, too. And this guy was standing there with a straight fucking face trying to tell me this shit. And I was just thinking to myself, like, dude, I'm not going to say this in front of everyone and, like, embarrass you and destroy your fucking life, pretty much. Because that's what would happen if I said this shit. But, like, your wife is cheating on you. I know that for a fact. Because this guy's wife is friends with my cousin. And they all have this stupid fucking girl group chat that my cousin showed me. And this, yeah, like, this guy's wife basically got drunk, admitted to cheating on him. They have 2 kids as well. You know, 2 young kids, kind of fucked up, but that's fucking life, you know, that happens quite a lot, I guess. But this guy was, like, trying to tell me this shit, and I was just thinking, like, dude, I'm not gonna take you seriously when that's the fucking situation you're in, you know? Just, yeah, and, like, these guys were kind of douchebags, though, as well. They would, like, fucking Gestamax their nuts off every time a fucking, like, one of their wives would walk past. They'd, like, Gestamax at my expense. I was wearing this, like, orange tie that I sometimes wear. And these guys were like, oh, do you work for EasyJet, bro? You look like you're fucking working for EasyJet, bro. And that, you know, every time their wives would go by, just loud enough for them to hear. Probably just in the hopes that they would, like, make their wives laugh and then they could, like, get laid that week or something. Like, I'm not even mad about it because like it's such a fucking sad existence that like if that's what it takes for them, like fine, they can just max at my expense if that's what it fucking takes. Like everyone has their needs, I guess. Yeah, and like a lot of old people at this party as well. A lot of fucking old people, and it hit like 11, and the bar closed, and a lot of these people went home. But some of like the younger people were like, "Oh no, like fuck that, we want to stay out." So like me, my cousin, like I said, some of these like oofy doofy guys, and a couple others, like we left. We were just walking down the street. Everyone was very very drunk, and all these guys, they all pulled like cigarettes out their asshole and just started like fucking smoking and. Not even because I wanted to smoke, because that's the thing, like, I do smoke every now and then, but I don't even enjoy it, and these guys were all smoking, and, like, I just wanted to fit in, you know, I just wanted to fit in, and if you can't fit in with your family, then, like, who the fuck can you fit in with, you know? Blood is thicker than water and all that, I guess, but I guess it fucking isn't, because, like, I asked for a cigarette, and, like, these people started, like, belittling me. My cousin was like, "Oh no, you're too young, you can't fucking smoke." And the thing is, you might say like, "Oh, they're looking out for you," but the thing is, like, I've smoked with my cousin plenty of times in the past. Like, it's nothing to do with that. It was just them trying to make themselves fucking feel better about their lives, I guess, and basically like just fucking putting me down because I was the youngest one there. I was 19. This happened a couple months ago. I was still 19, and these guys were all like older than me, and it just felt like they were trying to fucking tell me like, you're the youngest, so fuck you, basically, we're better than you. And I've been dealing with that shit for a long time. You know, that brought a lot of memories back because I remembered like being in like school all through elementary school and like high school and shit. Like I was the youngest in my year, you know, born at the end of July. Like that's the latest you can be born to be in the grade, like without getting put to the grade below, you know. And I don't know, I had other kids treat me like shit. I always felt like the smallest one, even though I wasn't. And like I even had like teachers fucking bully me and shit. I'm not even like fucking making that shit up. That happens. And basically like teachers feel like they could throw their weight around me, I guess, because I was so young. I don't know. And like all of a sudden I was just like back in elementary school, you know, going through that shit just with these fucking people like Justamaxing to me. And like we came to this like bus stop and fucking sat down, and these guys like they would like hand me a cigarette and then like take it away at the last minute. And all these guys were like these oofy doofy bowling pins. It was like a strike. They all fell down. All these bowling pins were rolling on the floor laughing, dude, tears streaming down their faces because they were laughing so much at my expense. And it's like my cousin was doing this shit to me too, and it's just like, fuck, you know, stab in the fucking back's how it feels, you know, and that shit makes you sober up real fucking quick. Getting like just maxed out, like that happened to me in university a couple of times, and it really like snaps you back into the fucking moment, and you just realize like it's fucking over for you pretty much. Like I was just sitting here with supposedly people who were meant to get along with me, like my family, and they were doing this shit. Oh well. And like I said, like I love my mum and I love a handful of other people in my family, but like most people in my family, like these fucking guys, they can get fucked, dude. I don't give a shit about these people, to be completely honest with you, you know. Like I don't relate to them at all. I'm not close to these people at all. You know, you see people in your family, like, and you just have no fucking idea who these people are. Like people you see like once every 5 years, and you're like, oh, you're still alive, or kind of shit. Like you don't know who the fuck these people are, you know. But yeah, I mean, I've been cooped up in here since then, just spending a lot of time with my mum, and like compared to these people, my mum is like a saint, but she still has her fucking problems. Like my mum retired recently too, so she's around the house a lot. She retired pretty young. I mean, she's in her 50s, but that's what happens when you're a high school teacher, I guess. Like, because people don't know, my mum was a high school teacher, and she was meant to retire last year, actually, because she's, like, a fucking dumbass. She fucked up, like, the paperwork or some shit like that, and she had to retire, like, a year later. She had to keep working another year, so... Now my mum's retired, I'm probably going to have to get a job soon, too. Because that's the thing, I was looking for a summer job and shit since I came down. But I guess I came down too fucking late. I came down at the end of June, and everyone already had jobs. You know, everyone already has a fucking job. Like, no one's gonna hire you as well at the end of August now. It's like, we're halfway through August. There's no getting a fucking job at this point. And it doesn't help that my mum's one of those women that think, like, you can just walk into a fucking store, shake the owner's hand, and be like, hey, like, I'm looking for a job, and they'll give you a job. Like, that's not how it fucking works anymore. You know, I don't think anyone's got a job that way since 1975, dude. But of course my mum's living in this fucking fantasy world where she's like, oh, if you're just confident and you show them you're a good person, they'll give you a job. It's like, that's not how it fucking works. You know, that's not how, and I'm trying to explain this shit to her, but she just doesn't fucking get it. I don't know, like, I remember I wanted a night shift job so badly, dude, as well. Like, before I moved out of university, that's what I had my mind set on, is like getting some night shift shit, and it's like, I couldn't even get that, dude. couldn't even find a fucking job. You know, I went back to where I used to work, like, the other day, because there's just not, like I said, there's nothing to fucking do in this bumblefuck nowhere town. Went back to this old, like, retail place I used to work at, like, a year or two ago, and kind of as I expected, I went in there. I didn't recognize a single person. You know, every single person was new. This one fucking girl used to work there. I had a crush on her. I asked her out. Obviously, didn't fucking work out. That was one of, like, the first videos I ever made too, and even she didn't fucking work there anymore. I was thinking maybe just, like, one of the managers would be the same, but no, it was all completely different fucking people. It just shows how disposable you are to these, like, fucking companies and shit. You know, it's just how it goes now. Like, people used to have a job for life. Now it's like you just get battered about like a fucking tennis ball between these jobs, you know. I still have my lanyard of when I used to work there, and the lanyard of this one supervisor I had who I kind of liked, and he left before I left. I remember that shit, dude. Fuck. That seems like a long fucking time ago now, though. And yeah, and this one guy used to work there as well. He was really fucking old. Like in his 70s and shit. I would just, like, hang out with this guy, and he was kind of real as fuck, to be honest. I didn't mind him either. Like, the job, it was alright, honestly, as jobs go. Like, I didn't like it that much. I certainly didn't enjoy it, because my family were trying to tell me that shit too the other day. They were like, I don't want to use the word because it's so overused, but honestly, there's no other word for it. But my family were, like, trying to gaslight me into saying, like, oh, we thought you really liked working there. You really enjoyed working there. Like, no, I fucking complained all the time. And they know I complained, because whenever I'd complain, they tell me, oh, you have your head stuck up your ass, you're entitled, all this stupid shit. Yeah, I by no means enjoyed it, but I don't know, like, just rotting away being a fucking NEET is probably worse at this point, just over summer. Like, I just wouldn't mind a bit of money too, but you just can't fucking find anywhere, dude. It's like, I've been looking. Yeah, I've been fucking looking, but oh well. But yeah, that old guy that worked there reminded me of this one shit I saw, this clip I saw online of this, like, old ass fucking man, like, really, really fucking old. He was like 84 or some shit, I think. And he was working at Walmart. He'd been working there his whole life, apparently. And he was just some basic, like, sales associate. That's what they fucking call it. They're like, you're a sales associate. It basically just means you're like a prime wage cuck. That's all it fucking means. You just get told to do whatever the fuck they want you to do. And this guy'd been working there his whole life. You'd think, like, oh, he's working there for decades. He'd at least be like a manager. But no, he was just like some basic employee. Probably earning, like, minimum wage to come home to his shithole apartment just by himself, and, like, that's his life until he just fucking dies, you know, pretty much. And, like, I just saw that shit and thought, like, imagine showing that guy at 20 years old, like, this is what your fucking life is gonna be, dude. You know, like, just, like, what would his fucking reaction be? But the thing is, like, that is what life has in store for most of us, you know, and, like, I don't want to fucking end up like that. You know, I don't want to do that shit for the rest of my fucking life, but, like, I don't even know what I want anymore, though. To be honest, you know, like, if you asked me, like, a year ago, I'd have said easy, like, I want a girlfriend, I want, like, a place to live and shit. Now it's like, I don't even fucking know what I want anymore. Like, a girlfriend, I guess, but I don't think a relationship would fucking fix me at this point. Would it help? Like, maybe, but I don't know, I think I'm, like, an unfixable at this point. To be, like, 100% honest with you, I don't think there's anything that's gonna fucking help me. And, like, I don't even know if I want that shit now, you know? And people will say, like, oh, you have time to figure it out. That's what people always say. They're like, oh, you'll figure it out. It's fine. But it's like, oh, you know, 20's young. You're just 20. You have plenty of time. 20's young. But it's like, you're only young once. You know, you're only young once. I remember turning 16, turning 18. Now I'm 20. And then it's like you're 21, 23, 25, 30, 40, like 50. Like, dude, it happened so fucking quick. And I feel like life is passing me by, genuinely. You know, I don't know what the fuck I want anymore. Like, I want to want something. I just have no fucking direction. I'm just aimlessly ambling through life at this point. That's honestly how it feels. As, like, fucked up as that sounds, I just have no aim. I'm not living for anything at this point. I guess, like, the only thing I can really do at this point is, like, I gotta accept, like, the traditional things that made people happy, like, you know, a family or a wife and, like, owning a house. Like, I'm never gonna own a house. I'm never gonna have a fucking family. I accept that shit. I know that full well. I've made peace with that a long fucking time ago. But, like, I guess I could find, like, non-traditional things that make people happy, like, you know, I don't know, just hobbies or copes or some shit, you know. Something to make me fucking happy. Because I haven't been happy in a long fucking time, to be honest with you, and I don't know. I guess in the next year, like, I gotta try and launch going back to university this September. I'm going to try and do better because I really fucked up my first year. But it's like, if I can't launch in the next like 10 months, I don't think like I'm ever going to launch again. This is like my last chance, pretty much. Yeah, I just got to get my fucking head down and try not to like think about other shit. Try not to let like the noise get to me. But I don't fucking know, man. That's pretty much it for now, I guess.